Good morning, student. Welcome to all an English tutorial with Rachna. So let's start our today's video. Learners, in this video, I'm going to teach you the second poem of Honeydew English book, The Geography Lesson, written by Zulfikar Ghosh. So before I can explain the poem, I would like to tell some important information about the poet Zulfikar Ghosh. So the poet Zulfikar Ghosh was born on 13th March 1935. He was a novelist, essayist, and a poet. He was a native of Pakistan and his current residence, it means he lives currently in Texas. Now, what types of works he used to write? It primarily deals with realism mixing with fantasy and harsh realism. He died on 4th April 1979. His prominent works are The Loss of India in 1964 and Zeds from Orange in 1967. Now let's move towards the introduction of the poem. So this poem, The Geography Lesson, is written from the perspective of a person who is observing the city from above, seeing it seated in a Z plane. As he ascends the heights in the sky, he is able to understand the real meaning of geography. It inculcates in the readers about the political division of the earth. The poet wrote the poem that displays his concern for the divide and friction faced by men when they observe things from the height. He could see logical development of existence. So what does this poem tells about? That it shows the poet's concern about the friction, or you can say division of earth politically. Let's read the text stanzas wise and understands its meaning. So the poet says, when the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile, there seems an inevitability about what on ground had looked so haphazard, unplanned, and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. Here, the poet says that when he has seen the city from the jet plane in the sky, then it became clear to him that why the cities have taken a specific shape and development. He looked at the miniature shape of the city where a mile is reduced to inches on a scale. He emphasized that what looked haphazard and unplanned has a logic for its sustenance. When the poet's plane reached the height of 10,000 feet, he was able to comprehend the logic behind setting near water. Now let me explain it in Hindi. Poet is saying in this stanza that when his jet plane in which he was sitting, it flew in the sky, and he when he reached in from the earth to the height of 6 inches. Now 6 inches means 6 mile here, as 1 inch has been dignified, it has been signified here as a meal. So the poet is saying that when he has seen the city from the height of 6 miles from the earth, then it became clear, it became inevitable. Inevitable means it became clear to the poet that why the city was planned in that way, why it was planned on ground, why everything was looking so haphazard, means without plan, without plan. So the poet is saying that when he had looked at the city from the height of 6 miles above, he could understand it very clearly that why the earth or the city has been planned so in so chaotic manner, or you can say in very there was disorder everywhere. It was not planned in a proper manner and it had no style. It became clear to the poet. तो पोएट इस स्टेंजाज में कहते हैं कि जब उनकी जेट प्लेन्स जिसमें वो बैठे थे वो अर्थ से 6 मील्स ऊपर जाती है, तो यह उनको स्पष्ट हो जाता है, वो ये जान जाते हैं कि सिटी क्यों इस तरीके से बिना प्लान के, बिना किसी ऑर्डर के बनाई गई है। यह तथ्य उनको क्लियर हो जाता है। मूविंग टूवर्ड द नेक्स्ट स्टेंजा, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन इट। व्हेन द जेट reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why this country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. The logic of geography, that land and water attracted man, was clearly delineated when the jet reached 10,000 feet. Now, in this stanza, the poet is saying that when his jet plane reached to the height of 10,000 feet in the sky, then it became clear to the poet that why there were water more in amount than the land. This fact of the earth became clear to the poet. Now he is saying that he was also able to understand that why men settled in valleys and caves in the vicinity of water resources. It means that the poet was able to understand that why people liked, or you can say that people prefer to live in the close association with the water on the earth. They likes to live on plains in place of living on the on mountains, on hilly areas, and in plateau areas. The why human beings likes living on plain and also near river resources, you can say, our water resources in the vicinity. It means in the close association, in near to water resources. He was also understand he could also understand that while land and water has always attracted man since beginning. So all this fact also became clear to the poet in the second stanza. All this he has explained. तो पोएट सेकेंड स्टेंजाज में बताते हैं कि जब उनकी जेट प्लेन अर्थ से 10,000 फीट्स की ऊंचाई तक चली गई, तो उन्हें अर्थ का एक और लॉजिकल फैक्ट पता चला कि जो है सिटीज़ जो हैं रिवर के किनारे क्यों ग्रो हुए हैं। इट मीन सिटीज़ रिवर के किनारे ग्रो होने का मतलब कि सिटी ग्रो होने का मतलब कि ह्यूमन बीइंग का डेवलपमेंट होना। ह्यूमन बीइंग्स जहाँ रहते हैं, तो जहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट होता है तो उस प्लेस को हम सिटीज़ कहते हैं, डेवलप्ड प्लेसेस को, डेवलप्ड लैंड को। तो पोएट्स को ये तथ्य भी मालूम चला कि क्यों सिटीज़ जो हैं रिवर्स के किनारे ही बसे हैं। इस तरीके से उन्हें ये बात पता चली कि ह्यूमन बीइंग्स हमेशा से क्यों जो है रिवर और यू कैन से वाटर रिसोर्सेज के पास में ही रहना पसंद करते हैं, एज देयर मेनी यू कैन से नेसेसिटीज़ आर बेस्ड ऑन वाटर रिसोर्सेज। और उन्हें ये भी फैक्ट समझ में आ गया, तो ये फैक्ट उन्हें समझ में आ गया कि क्यों मनुष्य को शुरुआत से ही लैंड और वाटर ये दोनों ही रिसोर्सेज प्रारंभ से ही अट्रैक्ट करते आ रहे हैं। Stanza, when the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear the earth was round and it had more sea than land, but it was difficult to understand that men on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities, and to kill. From that height, it was not clear why. This stanza, the poet says that when his jet planes reached another 6 miles above, it became clear to him about the geographical condition of the earth. He understood that the earth is round, consisted of land masses and endless water. But he feels miserable at the sorry state of the conditions. Ill will, tragedy, jealousy, barriers, borders were obvious in place of coexistence and mutual respect. Why were why we are has built walls across cities and try to harm others. So in this stanza, the poet is saying that when he started reaching above the earth, and he could see the shape of the cities that was not very planned, and then when he reached a little bit higher, then he was able to see the country, and when he reached a bit more higher, then he was able to look at the whole earth, and he was able to understand the shape of the earth. Then he came to know many of the geographical facts, that why human beings um, prefer to live on plains and near the water bodies, near rivers and all, and why many civilizations develops near the rivers. So all the geographical facts became clear to the poet, and he could also observe the unity of the earth, that there were not any type of barriers or borders or anything was there on the earth. But he felt very sorry that when the nature, or you can say the god, has not created any type of barrier on earth, uh, he has created only landmass and endless water on the earth, then why human beings have created many borders among many countries, across many countries, and they have created jealousy, hatred, ill will for one another. So why all these types of evil feelings have are there, are existing among the human beings? In place of all these evil feelings, why is not there goodwills and love and humanity, peace is not there? Poet is not able to understand this, and that is why he has ended the last line of the poem, that it was not clear why. You have seen that in the two above stanzas, the poet has ended the above two stanzas that it became clear, but in last stanza he has written that it was not clear to the poet. What was not clear to the poet, that why there was hatred, jealousy, and you can say ill will, evil feelings for the others, or you can say borders, barriers among human beings were existing among human beings. Why there was, in place of all those evil feelings, why is there not love and goodwill? So I hope, students, that you have liked this poem, and if you have liked my explanations, I would like to request you, please do like, comment, share, and do not forget to subscribe it, so that you can get the next videos that I upload by their own. So at last, I'm again making a request, do not forget to subscribe the channels. Thank you. Have a nice day.